Whitesnake, 5 minutes after 7 o'clock on a Wednesday morning at Northeast PA's Classic Rock. Sometimes it's scary living near a nuclear power plant. Good morning, it's Prospector Show on Rock 107.
First responders rushed to the Salem Township nuclear power plant in Luzerne County this week after reports of an explosion along Salem Boulevard. The blast was even caught on video by the local fire department, and for a few minutes, people were understandably nervous.
Yeah, because, Kate, when you hear explosion at a nuclear power plant, that's usually not the sentence that ends with, and everyone ignored it. It just doesn't work that way.
Right, but officials quickly confirmed it wasn't a disaster. They say it was a flare from a standard off-gassing, part of a routine plant operation. There was no fire, no radiation leak, and no danger to the public.
I love how they say routine flare. Like, they make it sound like the plant just had a little hiccup, like, oh, sorry, that loud boom shaking your windows. Just our system burping up a little nuclear indigestion.
They said everything worked as designed. The flare safely released built-up gas, and the bright flash was a completely controlled flash.
Okay. My neighbor sneezes louder than that explosion, I get, but, you still had 20 fire trucks show up when he sneezes, so I don't know if you could stay controlled when people 5 miles away drop their pizza rolls and are like, wait, duck!
No one was hurt, and the plant continues to operate normally. Officials also emphasized that the public was never in any danger.
Somewhere, Homer Simpson just got a promotion. Officials wrapped it up by saying the situation was under control and that no further action was needed.
So the official word, no danger, no damage, and no mutants.
Unless you count the guy in Chick-City who swears his cat is glowing in the dark now.
This summer, fire up your backyard with the Nuke Flare 5000 Gas Grill. The only grill inspired by Luzerne County's favorite local pastime. Minor explosions that are totally fine. Why settle for propane when you can cook your burgers with authentic nuclear-grade off-gassing technology? Each steak gets that perfect charred edge and just a hint of panic. Forget smoke flavor, try radiant glow. And if your neighbor asks what that mushroom cloud is, just tell him, relax, it's under control. The Nuke Flare 5000 Gas Grill. Because real men don't grill, they contain it. Luzerne County Power and Grill. Dinner's glowing, and so are you.
It's the Cult and Firewoman, Northeast PA's Classic Rock. 7:30 on a Wednesday morning. I deep down miss the Archway Icebox cookies. I know you missed something, too. It's Prospector Show on Rock 107. Kate, what are you missing?
The Scooby-Doo fruit snacks from, the 2000s.
I do not remember those at all. But look, I have life-changing cookies on my list. You have disgusting snacks. It's fine.
Would you relax?
I just want to know what Northeast PA misses. What do we need to bring back? Products, items, things like that. No politics, as always. That's what we're talking about this morning. What are we getting on social media, Kate?
Keith from your Twitter has, I miss twisting the Rubik's Cube for hours. Frustrating, but addictive. Someone should start selling them again.
They sell them?
I was going to say, I think they do.
I've seen them at Five Below. I've seen them at dollar stores, even little mini ones. When Rubik's Cube came out, it was wonderfully frustrating, and then I learned how to break it and build it back together again so I could cheat at it. Then it was awesome. And I was good at making patterns out of Rubik's Cubes, too. I was never good at solving the Rubik's Cube without breaking it. On to the rock lines. Chris, check it in. Dude, what do you miss? What do we got to bring back?
Herschel's Dairy.
Was that right on Main Avenue, almost by Jackson Street?
No. This is the one that was off of where Garrity's is, that side street that burned down.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. Oh, yeah.
Karen from your Facebook has, I miss the Cabbage Patch Kids. Are they gone too?
I don't know. Maybe. I thought those things were there.
And Gary has from your Facebook, I miss Jell-O 1, 2, 3 layering up in the fridge. Watching it separate was half the fun. Sell that magic pudding again.
I never heard of this.
Yeah, we're going to have to do some research.
We're going to Google a Jell-O one day now, but I meant, it brings up Jell-O pudding pops. Another thing I miss.
Yes.
And I know our afternoon guy Hoover misses Jell-O pudding pops as well. Daniel, waiting on the rock lines to tell us what they need to bring back. Dude.
Remember when Wendy's used to have a buffet with tacos on it?
The taco buffet at Wendy's, the taco bar. I remember that, yeah.
Yeah, let's bring that back.
Yeah!
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, and they have garlic bread on there for some reason, too. I remember.
Because what taco doesn't need garlic bread along with it, right?
That's what I'm saying. Let's go.
Let's bring it back. Yeah, Daniel is 100% right, man.
Mike from our TikTok says, I miss my Polaroid SX70. Instant photos at parties were magic. And they also sell those, too, because I have one.
You know what else they sell? Phones with cameras on them. Here's your picture. I don't have to shake it, which doesn't do anything
I was
anyway.
going to say, don't shake them.
And I don't have to wait for 4 minutes for it to develop. I go, oh, look, there's the picture.
Fun.
And then I can send it to somebody. Screw the fun. Let's get it done the right way. And that's the right way to do that, all right?
You're the worst.
Thank you.
Chris from your Instagram said, I miss McDonald's McRib with that tangy sauce dripping everywhere. They need to bring back that sloppy perfection year-round.
All right, if you want to make it year-round, I'll give you that as a big back. That's
I've
fine.
never had one before, and you know what? I think I want to keep it that way.
Okay, we're hitting up the rock lines. Actually, open mic on the Rock 107 app. Bring it back.
One thing they need to bring back is Lay's chocolate-covered potato chips. It sounds gross, but they were really the best.
Now, at first, I'm ready to throw up thinking he meant chocolate flavored. Chocolate covered? 100% down with that.
They were and they came in like individual packs. Ugh. Tina from your Facebook said, I miss Taco Bell's chili cheese burrito. Cheap, messy, and unbeatable at 2 a.m.
I just thought of one more thing I missed, and it was a test product in the 80s, and they need to bring it back. McDonald's mixed spaghetti. Ugh, trust me. Nope, not a chance.
This has been, does Pennsylvania have a budget yet?
Scorpions, 5 minutes, actually almost 6 minutes now after 6 o'clock on a Wednesday morning. This could really throw a wrench in your Halloween plans. Good morning. It's Prospector Show on Rock 107. And Kate, a bunch of sites are claiming aliens could make first contact today.
Woohoo!
Or there's an outside chance of it.
Okay.
Now listen, with your woohoo, it might be more Independence Day and less warm, cuddly Hungarians.
Woohoo!
Whatever.
If you're not up on your UFO news, an interstellar comet from outside our solar system has been zipping past us the last few months. It's only the third one that we've ever seen, and it's huge.
Yeah, experts say it's about the size of Manhattan, but it's different than normal comets, so the X-File crowd's thinking, maybe it's the mothership.
It's millions of miles away right now on the other side of the sun. So why is today the day? Basically, it's when it reaches the closest point to the sun.
Yeah, think about the movie Apollo 13. If the aliens are in it there, today's the best day for them to have a chance to change course by firing their boosters and using the sun's gravity like a slingshot. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So now if they're watching, they might try to reach out and say hi, or maybe destroy us.
Fans of the theory think there's a chance the ship already released probes and they're on their way here. But really, there's no reason to think today is any more likely than tomorrow or any other day.
Let's get an update on this story.
If it is alien technology, this object is targeting the inner solar system, and it will pass closest to the sun on October 29.
Audio from interstellar object detected. Downloading now. Here is the first official audio from 3i Atlas.
We've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty.
Oh no! Life's pretty tough right now. There's plenty of bad news, but it's not all bad. It's time for the brighter side of Prospector on Rock 107.
A 7-year-old kid near Philly named Grayson Poorman raised over $3,000 for his police department's K-9 unit. They held a ceremony the other day and made him an honorary cop.
Thanks. We needed that. The brighter side of Prospector on Rock 107.
A truck on fire, and we're watching some of the video on Channel 16, and people are just driving past the truck. And I thought, yeah, I'd be doing that.
Driving right
I'd be
by.
like, somebody's already called 911. I'm Prospector. It's a Prospector show on Rock 107. And Kate, you did the exact opposite yesterday when you saw something.
Yeah, on my way into the studio yesterday at like 4:20 on 81 headed towards Scranton, I saw a brush fire up on the mountain by Clark Summit.
Okay.
And I was the only one on the road at the time, obviously, because it's 4:20 in the morning.
Sure.
And I was like, let me call 911.
Which is great. And, like, I would not think to do that. I'd think, well, somebody called them, and I'd just, like, there's a fire, and I'd keep going, which is, like, crazy because I lived in a house that burned down twice and a garage that burned down when I was a kid.
Twice. Sounds like there's a story there.
Well, so, like, first time was a dryer fire, an electrical fire. Middle of the night, my parents wake us up. We all hustle out of the house. I'm wearing like a bed sheet around me and put like tighty whities. I'm like maybe 9, 10 years old. I don't remember. And then we fixed that, and like the insurance money came through, and they were redoing the whole first floor of the house. And then shortly after that got done, my mom was cooking something in the oven, and a grease fire started. And rather than just shutting the oven door and, getting a fire extinguisher or calling the authorities or whatever, trying to, lessen the oxygen, she went to move it to the sink. We had a linoleum floor, the hot grease hits the linoleum, and boom, the whole house goes up. So that day, it was during the day. I was in school. I was in South Scranton Intermediate School, and I had just skipped the day before with my friend Bill. So,
oh boy,
yeah. So I'm walking through the halls, and you can see out through to the street at a certain point, and I see my father's truck, and I knew it because it said Phillips Tire right on the side of it because he worked there. I'm like, that's definitely Dad's truck. Damn, they know I skipped. I'm doomed. So then I thought, well, can I cut out right now? And I'm like, well, if I leave, he's going to go looking for me. I can't get out of this one. Fine. I hear my name called over the loudspeaker, and I go, and he says, oh, the house is on fire. I need to take you out of school. And in the back of my head, I went, whew.
That's so awful, dude.
That's wrong?
A little.
Look, nobody got hurt. Well, that's not technically not true. We lost a couple of pets, unfortunately. But no people got hurt. And I didn't know we lost anybody at the time. I was like thinking, whew, Yeah, we lost 2 dogs and a cat in the smoke inhalation of the fire.
Awful,
Terrible.
Awful.
I would say this. If you could prevent your house from burning down, do it.
Yeah.
This message.
October 31st, vote no on Halloween. Halloween supports dangerous roving gangs of children going door to door to get their fix. When it comes to healthcare, Halloween doesn't care. Under Halloween, tooth decay rates have doubled and instances of child obesity have skyrocketed. Halloween is deceptive. Sure, it may look like a sexy firefighter, but don't count on Halloween if your house is burning down. And Halloween is not a legal holiday. If Halloween had its choice, it would allow for more illegal holidays to invade and take over your calendar. Don't be tricked. Halloween is no treat. This October 31st, vote no on Halloween. Paid for by Thanksgiving.
Ladies and gentlemen, grab the kids, call your neighbors, and gather round the radio.
It's now time to announce the winner of Prospector's Jam Bag of the Day, as decided by you at rock107.com.
We uncover the most baffling, ridiculous, pathetic, cockeyed, laughable, preposterous blunders in the world of misdeeds. Nominee number 1.
If you commit to something, you should follow through. So this guy really could only blame himself. A guy in New Jersey invited a woman over for a booty call, but fell asleep before she got there. And then she torched his house. It happened in 2019, but the case dragged on, and she was just in court last Friday. Cops say 35-year-old Tyja Russell texted a guy she'd been sleeping with named Curtis Strokes, who described her as his side chick. She texted hello, and he told her to come over. It was very late at night, and she didn't get to his place until around 4 a.m., so he was sleeping and didn't answer the door. She texted him a bunch of angry stuff, including, "You wasted my money to come out here, and I see you want to die." Then she went to a nearby gas station, bought lighter fluid and matches, and set his house on fire. He woke up to his place engulfed and couldn't get to the door. He had to forcefully remove an entire window frame to save himself. He ran to a nearby police station in just a t-shirt, no mention of pants. He had first and second degree burns and was covered in soot. Cop charged her with 6 different crimes, including attempted murder, but they dropped most of the charges as part of a plea agreement. She won't be sentenced until January, but pled guilty to aggravated arson. Prosecutors are asking for 8 years in prison. She'll have to serve at least 6.5 before she's eligible for parole.
Nominee number 2.
What's the biggest fail you suffered at work? Maybe you accidentally put aluminum foil in the microwave. Maybe you pushed reply all inadvertently. Or maybe you've been mistakenly calling Charlotte Scarlett for 6 months. Well, a Delta flight attendant made a pretty big mistake during a flight last Saturday when he accidentally deployed the emergency slide. Now, the plane was still at the gate at the time, thankfully, but you can't just deflate it, repack it, and go. It's an incredibly complicated process, and reports say it probably cost the airline about $50,000 to $70,000. The flight was supposed to go from Pittsburgh to Salt Lake City, but it was canceled and passengers had to be put on later flights all the way into the next day. One passenger said the flight attendant did apologize to the travelers. He told them he had 26 years of experience and this had never happened before. It sounds like he just did something wrong when securing the door or did things in the wrong order and that triggered the slide. Obviously, when there is a problem, you want that slide to deploy immediately. So there isn't an "Are you sure" feature. It's on flight attendants to make sure they follow a very specific cross-check protocol. Sadly, the passengers were not offered the chance to use the slide when they got off the plane.
And the winner is
the lady who torched her booty call's house because he fell asleep before she got there. You're the Yam Bag of the Day, and we'll move on to Friday's Yam Bag of the Week competition. Keep it here for all the nominees for Prospector's Yam Bag of the Day, weekday mornings on Rock 107.
Life's pretty tough right now. There's plenty of bad news, but it's not all bad. It's time for the brighter side of Prospector on Rock 107.
A 7-year-old kid near Philly named Grayson Borman raised over $3,000 for his police department's K-9 unit. They held a ceremony the other day and made him an honorary cop.
Thanks. We needed that. The brighter side of Prospector on Rock 107.
From 5:30 to 10 a.m. on Rock 107 or online at rock107.com or the Rock 107 app. A free download for your Android or iPhone. Subscribe to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher Radio, or wherever you get your podcasts so you never miss Prospector's Prime Cuts.